everybody? I'm Adam at the Music Bar Shop. I'm sitting here with Dino from fucking Fear Factory.
Fuck yeah, here we are in Tempe, Arizona. Second to the last day of the show. Tomorrow's LA. We're home for 3 weeks. I can't wait. Tour's been amazing.
20th anniversary from Demanufacture.
Yes.
All I can say is, I remember when that came out, I was fucking. I fucking hope so.
The machine.
It was, I still think today I consider it probably one of the best albums, if not the best.
It's definitely a classic, one of the classic records that we put out. You know what I mean? A lot of people love Obsolete, which came afterwards. Right. But Demanufacture was a record that really put us on the map. I mean, we had put a record out before that, Soul for the Machine. You know, it created a little buzz for us. But by the time Demanufacture came out, we were opening up for bands like Iron Maiden and Ozzy. We did Ozfest, you know, we traveled the world. It was amazing.
I think that's the first time I saw you was in an Ozfest on the second stage.
Probably, yeah.
It was fucking hotter and shit.
Yeah, it was freaking.
Luckily enough, we came where it's actually 70 today and not freaking 100 like it was yesterday. But
Yeah, it feels good outside. I like to hear it.
So like I said, you're just about ready to finish up this 7-week long tour. How's it been? Any clusterfucks? Anything good? Anything memorable? Anything?
Yes. Everybody. There was one point we were in Pittsburgh. We played this place called the Altar Bar, and we were parked outside the venue. And all of a sudden, I woke up about 6 a.m. like feeling really sick. So I ran out of the bus. I didn't want to vomit in the bus. So I ran out of the bus and I saw McDonald's. I ran to McDonald's. I went into McDonald's and I just puked all over the fucking sink. Just barfed all over the sink. And I was like, oh my God. Then I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, it's one of those days. It was coming out both holes pretty much. So I get back on the bus and there was about 4 other people puking as well.
Oh. Somebody got food poisoning.
Yeah, in trash cans, like, and then later the next day, 10 people were puking. So it was pretty much a barfarama on the bus. Thank God we had a day off the next day that we were able to, like, you know, recuperate in the hotel, but it kind of wiped us out for a couple of days. So that was pretty crazy, everybody barfing on the bus. And besides that, everything else has been great. I think one of the best highlights about the tour is the fact that you get to hear people's stories. About how they first heard of Fear Factory, how they first, you know, what Demanufacture meant to them. You know what I mean? A lot of people said they heard it off the Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
I was gonna bring that up.
Had, you know, Zero Signals on Mortal Kombat. A lot of people said they saw us with Ozzy. They saw us, you know, on tour. They, you know, most people heard us when they were in high school.
Right.
And then now, you know, they're in their late 30s, early 40s. They got kids. They're bringing their kids to the shows. So it's great. It's like a generation thing. And it's kind of cool to see people's stories and, you know, how this record impacted their life and how it's, you know, how they pass it on to their kids, which is really killer. About metal music that it just keeps on circulating. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I was like, I think I discovered you from the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. I mean, I saw you probably shortly after at Ozfest. So I mean, when do you think you guys figured out your niche as far as which way to go with the music?
Well, it's kind of funny. We figured out 2 different niches. When we first started Fear Factory, we considered ourselves industrial grinders. right? We didn't exactly have all the technology that's involved today to really help us, enhance our sound and create certain sound effects that we wanted to make.
Right.
It wasn't until Demanufacture where we brought in this producer, a guy named Reese Palmer, this guy, a mixer named Greg Reilly, who really helped us break those elements out that we wanted to do. And also Demanufacture was the first album that we actually wrote with a keyboard player as we were writing. So we wrote a lot of parts that fit into the keys. So that was really cool. But it started on the first record, Soul New Machine, where we really discovered that we stood out because, one, we weren't influenced by the typical stuff. Two, Bert's vocal style really stood out. And we didn't really develop it until Demanufacture, where we brought in the kill electronic elements, the guitars and the kick drums were syncopated on every part of the record. And then Bert's vocal style, Bert got better. And that was when I really knew that, wow, we're really onto a particular sound. And stick with this. And it just evolved into something a lot better. And I think it influenced a lot of people, even still today, because everything you hear from rock to pop rock to pop metal to fucking every kind of metal you can think of was heavy verses, melodic choruses. It's just a combination style that Bert invented way back, and if that guy had a nickel for everybody that done it, he'd be a pretty rich guy.
So you have your own signature line for
I have my own signature guitar from Ibanez. Right. It's called the DCM 100. It's available now. You can buy it online. I also have a signature pickup. And it's called Retribution, and it is put out by a company called Seymour Duncan. So you can find them online and you can buy stuff.
How long did it take you to come up with the concept or with the design?
For the guitar, it was something that was kind of like, the label, the guitar company had designed something like it before, something similar, and then I just kind of made some changes on it. Like I wanted one pickup, I wanted a different kind of bridge, different kind of wood that they offer, for the standard version. So mine was more of exactly like my custom version. So you had mahogany wood, you had a two-piece Mobiga neck. The neck is a really thin neck, shredders. It's baritone scale, reverse headstock, low pole tremolo. Like I said, one pickup, one volume up.
So it sounds like it's pretty easy but also complex at the same time.
Correct. If you look at the guitar, yeah, it's pretty easy, but that's what you do with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can pick up any guitar. We'll pick up a acoustic guitar. Hughes will shred on that too. It don't matter. Give you a fucking one-string banjo.
There you go, man. So latest album last year was it Genexus or
Genexus.
Genexus. How's that compared to your previous albums? Do the fans still appreciate this album as much as they did the last?
I think they do. I think we've got really good reviews, really great positive response for Genexus. Selling really well. We're also still supporting that record, even though we're doing a 20-year Demanufacture tour. We're still supporting that record by doing songs on the record. We talk about it on stage and so on and so on. But yeah, it's got a great response, and I think that it's a little bit kind of a throwback to I would like to say somewhere between Demanufacture and Obsolete Records.
Right.
It's got the groove element and the heaviness of Obsolete, but it's got the industrial or cold element of Demanufacture. So it's a combination of both, and I think a lot of our fans recognize that and love the record because of that.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share with the fans before we?
Yes, I want to say thank you for supporting Fear Factory for the past 25 plus years, and of course, go out there and support your favorite metal band, and of course support us. And we appreciate everything you've done, and thank you for your time.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, man. Can't wait to fucking see you guys tonight. It's gonna fucking kick ass, man.